Hello and welcome back. This is episode 20 of my Let's Play Civilization 4 Realism Invictus playthrough as Transoxiana. And yeah, we need to build up 61,000 worth of gold to upgrade all of our bombers. I think I'm going to do it more in piecemeal. If I try to build up that much gold, it's definitely going to get stolen, so I'm just going to kind of upgrade as we go. Hopefully the bombers don't become more expensive. They're not supposed to. Yeah. So we'll see on that. Don't want to delete that. Okay, rocket assembly plant. Let's get you to research. Yeah, we got to upgrade our bombers. I don't have any there. 52,000 to go. And we just spent about 10,000, so I'm going to check to see if it's 42,000 to go the next time. Rockets for gems. No thank you. Okay. It's 41,000. Okay, so it's holding steady. I think upgrading all these bombers is actually hurting my economy quite a bit, but that is okay. Right. That's plenty of those infantry there. Let's get back to research. Alright, we got plastics, so we can do chemical plants.
Plastics.
The Petronius. I believe that's already been built, but we'll see. And we can do natural gas wells, offshore oil platforms, and offshore gas platforms. So, let's see. Urga is our best production. We'll do a chemical plant there. Karakorum's got pretty good production. And Smercan. Alright. What we do need is a bunch of workboats. We'll build those in Smercan. And they should go out and build these offshore oil and gas platforms. And we'll do one more turn of workboats. Now that we have so much production, we're building 5 workboats at a time. these guys. Okay, that should be plenty of workboats. I think I am going to do bunkers and fallout shelters everywhere. Fallout shelters hopefully won't be necessary because no one's built the first nuclear test yet, which means there's no nukes right now. And hopefully I can get the United Nations, get elected to the United Nations, and then do the nuclear non-proliferation resolution. And then nukes won't be an issue in the game. Alright, looks like we built 5 too many workboats, but that's fine. They can go replace any sea improvements that get destroyed. Bombers are almost all upgraded. All right, one more turn of gold. All right, let's get our research back up. Couldn't get it to 60%. That's not great, but we can live with it. Our army is getting, or our military, I should say, is getting expensive to maintain. Alright. Now we can build a bunch of oil refineries and stuff like that. Listening to these bunker noises is quite annoying. And I've decided I'm actually not going to build the fallout shelters unless someone builds the first nuclear test. Can do consumer industry, yes. Great engineer. Get him up to Edinburgh to build the United Nations when that comes through. We got 4 great engineers in Edinburgh right now.
Growth for the sake of
There's
growth,
consumerism.
the ideology of the cancer cell.
All right. Welfare state is not something I do. I stay with the free market. Okay. TV station is something I'm going to want to do everywhere. Same with this designer outlet. So I've got to get everything off of research again. And we can do supermarkets as well. And we're now researching globalization, which is the technology needed for the United Nations. I don't think I'm going to be able to do the diplomatic victory, so after that I'm going to do all space race related technologies. Oh, we just had a bunch of gold stolen, 500 gold stolen from us. An Artishat of all places. A massive military stack there. We are the most cultured civilization. So I do have to say, there are Mentweb and Moias signed a permanent alliance. Okay. So the Arabians and the Ethiopians are allies, which guarantees we will not be able to win a diplomatic victory. I think their civilizations are just too big. We'll never be able to get the votes. Anyways, like I was saying, I'm a little disappointed in... I thought with taking vassals out that there would be kind of more separatism with civilizations being fully conquered. But even in my own cities, like, separatism hasn't been a problem. Like, I have like two irregulars in most of my cities as the only defensive troops, and like rarely had any separatism problems. So I'm not exactly sure what that's about, but you know, it's fine. I think I can still win. Unless Arabia and now Ethiopia team up against me, they could cause me some problems. I don't even know if I can win the United Nations elections now. That we'll be seeing pretty soon, because there is globalization.
Global capital markets pose the same kind of problem.
We can build paramilitary now,
They are faster,
which means we can upgrade all of our...
get you where you're going better. But the crashes are much more spectacular.
upgrade all of our conscripts. We can build these logistics hubs and amphibious transport docks. So I think that's just the upgraded transports. All right, let's see the big picture here. We're going all space stuff. So let's just go straight to space flight. Okay, Edinburgh. Let's get you going on the United Nations. Alright, I'll save the last one. Be built in 2 turns. Yeah, we're going to bump our science up to 65% here. Alright. Enemy infiltrators are starting to destroy our stuff. All right, vote for Muted Goat. Vote for Muted Goat, everybody. Alright, I did win. 1,241 votes. Alright. Well, that's good at least. I do need to go full gold here to upgrade these guys to paramilitary, which requires 16,000, which isn't bad. Okay, 2 more turns of gold. Not doing home appliances for gems. This is a game, you know, if I do end up winning by space race, I'm going to hang on to the save. And this might be a fun one to do, like, you know, a world war against both the Arabians and the Ethiopians and see if I can do it. You know, like with fully modern troops. So that might be like an epilogue. I don't plan on doing that during this playthrough. That would bog down the playthrough quite a bit, but it might be something I do. Just kind of a fun after project, after win project. A lot of upgraded conscripts. Alright, and then Edinburgh. We've got all these transports we built. Upgrade all these. There's only 1536, and that's exactly what we have. The odds of that are astronomically low. So we just witnessed something mathematically kind of cool there. Or statistically cool, if you're into that stuff. What's this? I can upgrade something to a Corvette. Probably this guy? Yeah. Another revolt over here. Can upgrade this to an escort next turn.
Never trust a computer.
Alright, computers.
Throw out a window.
Oh, we don't have composites yet. Modern destroyers. We don't have any troops, and we don't have any like submarines either. Alright, we can build the Three Gorges Dam. That's interesting. We should probably try to do that. If it's still available. There it is. Gargange would be the place to do it. Let's get our great engineers down there to help. And what the Three Gorges Dam does is provide power to every city of mine on this continent, which will really help our health everywhere, because we have coal power plants in most of our cities, and then we have a few hydroelectric power plants. And coal is like 4 unhealthiness, and hydroelectric, I believe, is 2. So this would be a good way to prevent unhealthiness, help our cities grow even more. Oh, the Three Gorges Dam was just built. So much for that. Got contemporary art. All right, first things first. Nuclear non-proliferation. See, we need 1,300 votes for the diplomatic victory, and we just will not get that. Let's say yes on non-proliferation. I think everyone should be on board for that. Pericles was not, but everyone else was. No one refused, so it passed. Alright, so we got no nukes, which is good. Alright, the Greeks are going for spaceflight too, so they'll be our strongest competition for spaceflight victory, I believe. Okay. Yeah, we got the city from the Chinese. Got a bunch of paramilitary in there. Let's see. Let's get a fighter over there. And where do we have workers? What are the workers doing? They're building highways right now, but let's get over here and improve a couple of these pieces of land. Just further hurts the Chinese. This is a Silk Road way station. I don't know what the difference between a Silk Road way station and a dye plant is. Probably not much.
Humanity, but mankind cannot stay in the cradle forever.
All right. Need satellites. And then robotics. Actually, no. We just need robotics. I want to get this space elevator, which gives plus 50% spaceship production in all cities. Now, a risk I'm running here is I'm not going for any of the military techs right now, so this Arabia-Ethiopia alliance. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if they're going to attack me. They certainly could. Craft guilds. No. What a silly request by the French. Build the Apollo program. Let's make sure this place has the sea stuff they need, and it looks like they do. They need a spy. It's our best production city, Edinburgh. We're going to build a spy. Only 3 turns. Nice. Home appliances for gems again. That's not a good deal for me. I'm not going to do that. Okay, there's a spy. Okay, next resolution. I want to do this International Monetary Fund. +1 trade routes in all cities. That would help me. Say yes, of course. I keep getting buildings destroyed. Looks like it passed, so that's good. Bump up my science up to 70% now.
Give a person a fish and you feed them for a day. Teach that person to use the internet and they won't bother you for weeks.
Alright, the UCAV. I wonder... Okay, it requires satellites, which we don't have yet, but... Okay, we can build the internet. Let's do it in Samarkand. Well, actually, let's do it in Edinburgh. It's our best production city. Urga is. Edinburgh's not far behind, and we already have our engineers there. Oh, can only... It doesn't count as a building, the internet doesn't. Well, I hope we get this. In case you don't know, the internet gives you technology. Any technology is already discovered by 2 other civilizations. And that'll be good for us because I think it essentially gives us any technology the Arabians and Ethiopians discover that I have not discovered. So I would want that. Especially their military technologies. Okay. back into research. There's an agronomy station. Yeah, they do need a coal power plant. Created the Apollo program so we can start building some things. One of our high-ranking intelligence agents has defected to the Ethiopian Empire. That's regrettable. We'll need to review our security procedures. That's 300 espionage. Unacceptable. An accident should happen to the traitor. 130 gold. 50% chance to suffer -2 relations with Mentawab. So either lose, I'm just going to lose the 300 espionage, I guess. Okay. Urga, start building the cockpit.
Our scientific power has outrun our spiritual
Guided
power.
missiles.
We have guided missiles and misguided men.
Alright, we got a bunch of stuff we can upgrade here. So we're going to need to go full gold again. Alright, a Chinese passenger flight has crashed into our territory near Bukhara. Allow their recovery teams unfettered access to the crash site, +1 relations with Chow Chow. Stall them for a while your own team learns what it can first. 1,000 espionage. Okay, I'm just going to do the +1's relations. Okay. Going full gold again. This is going to slow down our research quite a bit, but we need to, let's get up to Edinburgh. We need to upgrade our army just in case the Ethiopians and Arabians are up to no good. Marines are fully upgraded. Alright. Mobile anti-aircraft. Can upgrade those to mobile SAMs. Alright, anti-tank infantry we can upgrade to anti-tank missile. We'll just do these kind of one by one, I guess. Thwarting so many spies every turn now. What's next? Heavy machine guns we can upgrade to point defense infantry. It's only 2,800. What's next? Mountain Rangers we can't upgrade yet. MBT tanks we can upgrade into improved MBTs for 4,800, so we can do that next turn. Paramilitary are fine. Mechanized infantry are fine. Semi-modern infantry can only upgrade into mechanized infantry, so it appears we are good on everything there. What about Navy-wise? Or actually, no. Airplane-wise. We're still good there. Carriers still good. Battleships good. Battle cruisers are good. Right. So it's just the tanks. We'll wait one more turn for them then. Alright, let's get back to gold. All right. Next, we want to do establishment of World Trade Organization. Trade routes with all foreign cities. Let's see if this passes. Okay, where's our tanks here? 4,800. All right. Get our research back up. All right, we got the internet. Great. Give us helicopters right off the bat.
Closer than any other vehicle to
Special forces, modern destroyers, missile cruisers,
and the magic carpet.
transport helicopters, and gunships. Got molecular biology.
Slightly,
Alright.
is the real marvel of DNA.
Nuclear
All
power,
without any
ballistic submarines,
would still
modern
be
carrier,
anaerobic bacteria under
and a
it,
nuclear
there would be
icebreaker.
no music.
It's a world unit, so I don't think we'll get that. Okay, polio vaccine sounds good. World Trade Organization passed. Okay, good. Wait a minute. Looks like we can upgrade something again. It's improved light tank. Alright. The Ethiopians are now declaring war on the Greeks. Alright, Edinburgh. Can upgrade our carrier to a modern carrier. No open borders. So I'm going to start building a bunch of these gunships. Oh, we can carry 2 more fighters in our carrier. Anywhere else with multiple fighters flying around? Here we go. I just need 2 of them. 1 for the carrier, 1 for Edinburgh. And yeah, I want to have the attack helicopters because I think they're good against tanks. These gunships. So I'm just going to do several of them. Maybe like 12 total. 4 in each of our stacks. Okay, do these 2 in the carrier. And this one is just for Edinburgh. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Going more attack helicopters wherever they're at. Or these gunships, sorry. We're up to 75% research. We're losing 200 gold a turn, but that's fine. Whatever we don't build will be, or spend will be stolen. You know what? I should start on some of these spaceship things, the casings and such. Okay.
We're going to bomb them back into the Stone Age.
Alright. Advanced fighters. Fuel microchips. Air superiority fighter. Advanced bomber. We don't have the composites right now, which we are researching right now. So I think I'll just wait for the composites to research before I do anything. So. All right, the Greeks are having success. That's good to see. Let's go. Gunship. 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 Oops. Thwarted another spy, of course. Alright, the Arabians. Lost a machine tool factory. Let's go CDC. Can do cancer research. How about a gunship? Car consumer industry was destroyed, so someone's having a lot of success with espionage against us. Which, I mean, in this playthrough, it's been tolerable. We haven't had too much espionage trouble. It's really ticked up recently, but as far as the whole playthrough goes, we're doing all right.
The whole is
All right,
greater
there's
than the sum of its
composites.
parts.
That's going to trigger us needing a whole bunch of gold. All right, we got the cockpit built. We should build these air bases everywhere. I think Artishat has enough everything. All right, we're going to go full gold. 5,800 turns, pretty good. Robotics, 79 turns. But we're about to be doing research in all of our cities. Okay, let's look at Edinburgh. Supersonic fighters. Alright. Do we want multi-role or can intercept aircraft for 75% or alright, I think I want these MiG-29s. How much to upgrade all? 8,400. Arabia's making demands on us. That's a bad sign. Okay. Got all of our fighters upgraded. What's next? These bombers. They don't upgrade. Let's check the Civilpedia. Unit upgrade charts. Okay. Still have advanced fighters. Where are the bombers? Alright, here we go. Early bomber, tactical jet bomber, aircraft. That's not what I was doing. Alright, strategic bomber, long-range bomber, and then advanced bomber. We need smart munitions. Okay, so we can't upgrade the bombers yet. Mobile artillery, can't do. Marines still can't do. Anti-tank are fine. Point defense are fine. Mountain Rangers are okay. Alright, these improved MBTs can be upgraded to modern MBTs, and we need 17,000 for that, so 3 or 4 turns. What's after that? Any of the ships? Battlecruiser. Oh, okay. So that's everything. Just the tanks and the fighters. Research. Alright, what else can we do? Let's see. Try to get everyone into democracy. That will hurt the civilizations that are at war, because that'll increase their separatism, or sorry, war weariness. And by extension, will hopefully increase their separatism. Want us to attack the Greeks? No. There's an air base. Not successful. Everyone said yes. Alright. Logistics hub destroyed, of course. Alright, we've got enough gold to upgrade all our tanks. There we go. Gunship. I'm going to build this Blackbird. It's a world unit. Has 40 range. I don't think I've ever built it before, so I'm actually not exactly sure what it does. Another railway station was destroyed. Could be the Chinese doing all this chicanery. I'm actually not sure what chicanery means. I wanted to use a 4-letter word and then Uri. Okay, here we go. Finally, a huge separatism event. Arabia, minus 3,000 score, and Botswana's back. They're happy with us. So, cool. That's what we've been kind of waiting for all game. Arabia got knocked down quite a few pegs. And wow, it looks to be kind of all over. And they're all declaring war on Botswana, of course. They'll probably retake it in short order because their militaries are just so much stronger. But it's like drastically reduced their research. It's just a good little hurdle that they have to deal with there. And we can get our research up to 80% now. Okay, let's talk with Botswana. They gave us their world map for 5 gold. I just want to see what they took. Alright. For some reason, it's not showing us their cities. So, who knows? That's dumb. Alright, what about the French? What do you want for that? Yeah, 5 gold. Just... Okay, now we can actually see the cities that Botswanans have. That's really hurt the Ethiopian and Arabian militaries too. Which makes me feel safe. Kind of clears the path for me to go for the space race victory. Some more. Alright, what does this Blackbird do? 40 range. I think it's just like a recon, so I'm going to give it more visibility range. And yeah, let's see, like... Can we just see everything over here? Okay, that's pretty cool. And they don't have a ton of troops back here. They're probably all out fighting these wars. Oh, they've got some in there. But yeah, nothing unmanageable. So yeah, in our epilogue war, I mean that's where we start. You just kind of oh, we lost a town. Just kind of punk the Ethiopians right off the bat. We lost a town. All right, let's get them up in Edinburgh. We've discovered robotics.
The real problem is not whether machines think, but whether men do.
Okay. Can do a docking bay, the space elevator. Let's see here. What is going to give us spaceship parts? Environmentalism. Satellites. Genetic engineering and nuclear fusion. So that's just 6 more technologies. Everything except special operations. Basically. Okay, arms manufacturer sounds good. Where is Edinburgh? Can you build the space elevator? I'm not seeing the space elevator. Was the space elevator already built? It's certainly possible. Alright. Buildings, great wonders. It's going to be the space elevator. Oh, it requires satellites too, which we don't have. I think this happened in my last playthrough. Like literally exact same thing. It's like, why can't I build it? Okay. Actually, you know what? Build a farm. Yeah, Arabia's taking over these Botswanan cities, which was to be kind of expected. Right, some of the places building research. Let's get you back on to building arms manufacturers. No, I could only build 2 anyways. All right. Airbase. Research. Airbase research. Got one of the casings. Airbase. I think we have a really big technology lead now. Oh, never mind. The Greeks are going for nuclear fusion already. So the Greeks are way ahead of us.
I do not know how
There's
the third
warhead
World War will
delivery.
be fought, but I can tell you what they will use in the fourth. Rocks.
Oh, we got another one. Israel. Wonder where they came from. Nuclear silo. We don't need it. Vote for muted goat again, of course. Alright, we won. 1370 votes. Keep that in mind. And we look to see how much we need for what you call it? Diplomatic victory. Wow. Took me a long time to think of that. Right, got another engineer. Get him to Edinburgh. This episode's going to run a little long. I just want to make sure I get the space elevator if I can. Alright, the Greeks are 2 away from nuclear fusion. There's another casing. Got 4 engineers. We should be able to build that. Alright, Nelson Mandela made peace. That's good. So the Greeks are about to get nuclear fusion here. I'm interested in what their next research is going to be. Okay. Special operations for the Greeks. That's good. That's has nothing to do with space flight. All right, here we go.
Beep, beep, beep.
We can build thrusters too. Let's see the big picture. Genetic engineering and nuclear fusion. Airbase. Let's go thrusters. Bunker. Actually, I don't know if we want to build thrusters there. Edinburgh's doing the docking bay. Where is Urga? Urga, how about you do the space elevator? I know you've got good production. Gerganj, you do a thruster. Armavir, go research. It's Kerman. He's got good thrusters. Yeah, I guess Armavir works too. And Toledo. Gets 4 thrusters. Nope, 5. Okay, we don't have to worry about nukes. Last thing I want to do, let's get these guys up here to build this space elevator. All right, we'll be done in 8 turns, but it's been over an hour now, so I am going to call this an episode. Thank you for watching, and it's possible we win in the next episode, so I will see you then. Yeah, see you in the next one.